same art of you have what you have song Vrindavan mohi lage niko. Do you understand the meaning of the whole song and what is the purpose of this song? Can you tell?
Only half. Purpose of the song is.
What is purpose?
Purpose of the song is to sing for Krishna and the combination of Radha and Krishna in Vrindavan.
Yes. What? What it on?
The purpose of the song is to glorify Krishna.
Is to glorify.
Never, not to glorify. Mirabai, you know, Indian devotee, very chaste devotee. He left his father, mother, his husband also. And now he is singing like this. When he left all and doing himself bhajan, and she is telling that I don't want to be in my this royal palace. Here are so many scorpions and snakes always biting me, giving so many problems. They are against my bhajan. I want to be in Vrindavan, where Jamuna is flowing so sweetly, so sweetly. Peacocks are dancing, cuckoos are singing. And in Vrindavan, in almost all the homes, there is plant of tulasi. And all have some deities of Govinda and Radha. In Vrindavan, there are deities of Radha Govinda, Radha Gopinath and Radha Madan. All do Ekadashi, Janmashtami, Ram Navami. All has bead bags in their necks, and chanting and tilak. And they always sing Radha and Krishna, always. They don't know except who is Girdhari, Krishna. So I want to be there. There all offer butter, milk, curd, rabadi, everything to Krishna and Radha. And only remain they taste, nothing else. So I want to be in Vrindavan. So those who are not chanting, remaining and doing bhajan, bhajan bina nara, but fico means useless. Those who have no neck beats, not chanting, remembering Radha Krishna, and Givatar have heard in the lotus feet of Gurudev, and Gurudev has not offered it in the lotus feet of Radha and Krishna, and he has no relation with Krishna. Their life is useless, like asses, like hog and pigs, donkey and monkeys. More wretched than this. So if a man who is singing and he is following, then he will realize something, and any impression will be to others. And if he is himself not following on this, it means that he is not knowing the essence of this song, and he is not inspiring by this. So if anyone is singing this, he should be like Meera. Meera is practicing and telling you all this thing. Otherwise, no fruit will be there. So if You realize this quickly. Not bhajan virar narafike. But how to do bhajan? To accept any qualified guru. And he will give relation. What is the relation between guru and Shishya and relation between Radha Krishna and myself? On he quickly weep, lament for this, and he will quickly try to be on the path. So this is the purpose of this. Otherwise it will only be a Sangeet.
Musical,
Huh?
musical is the same.
And no effect. Only to take some praise or some money from others. I want to give you my heartily blessings. That quickly, having association 4, 5 days, 6 days here, you repent for your past activities and quickly come in this path. Then your everything will be like a Sonami Sugan.
Fragrant in gold.
Eh?
Fragrant in gold.
Fragrant in gold. You are like gold, but no fragrant. And if this comes, then a fragrance will come and it will attract all. Gold. I'm chastising, you should not think. I'm telling out of my mercy to you that you should quickly come in path like all have. And I believe that very soon you will come. I want that you should tell me that, oh Maharaj, you should give me big bag at least. No, you will see very soon that he will tell like this. No. Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadale Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadabhaktaya Namo Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhyai Dhanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Mahabhadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratishe Nama Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadale Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Yang Prabrijantam Anupetam Apeta Krityam Dvaipayano Virah Katarya Juhava Putreti Tanmayataya Tarvo Bhinedu Tangsho. Oh, it is so heavy. Krishna can carry it. It is for Krishna. So beautiful. If what it was given to Krishna. Oh. We were explaining from Srimad Bhagavatam. Sweet pastimes of Krishna. In Srimad Bhagavatam it has been told so much. But now, tomorrow we are leaving this place. So we cannot explain so much, but when next time we will come, we will begin from where we have left it. But now, I want to tell something in brief, that once Krishna, Baldev with so many cowherd boys, they were near Madhuban and they were so much hungry. They were feeling some scent of ripen palm fruits, very sweet. They told to Krishna, today we are so much we are attacked with a very severe demon, and we cannot be saved if you are not saving us. Krishna and Baldev, you are both so powerful. You can save. Otherwise, we die. We must die. What was that demon? Hunger was that demon. So, today Krishna told that, let us see what Baldev Prabhu is doing. And what happened after that? Yes, sir, speak. In brief.
So, the sweet fragrance was coming from a forest called Talavan. In this forest there were many trees, tal trees. And these trees, they were being guarded by a demon, Dhenukasur, the donkey, ass demon. And he had many donkey associates. And they were protecting this forest of sweet tal fruits, so that the fruits will be they would taste something themselves and they would offer them for the pleasure of Kamsa. They were associates of Kamsa. So Krishna and Balaram and all of their friends, they went there being attracted by the sweet fragrance of the tal fruits. And upon their arrival there were no Dhenukasura and the ass demons, they were not in sight. And Baladev, he approached one tree, and being extremely powerful, he began to shake the tree. And from his shaking, very large tal fruits began to fall and hit the ground. And so, hearing the sound, then Dhenukasura and his associates, they came running there all of a sudden and saw, oh, just see, some boys have come and they are stealing what is meant for our master, Kamsa. So Dhenukasura, he was very angry, and he came making a terrible noise, and he ran towards the boys, and turning around backwards to kick and kill the boys with his hind legs. So Baldev, being very strong and heroic, he ran forward and caught the Dhenukasura by the hind legs and swung him round so quickly that he gave up his life only by the centrifugal force. And then, having swung him round, then he threw him in the air, and he landed on the top of a tree, and on hitting the tree he was so heavy that that tree came crashing down, and the trees were close together, so that tree hit another tree and many trees, they all went falling one after another like dominoes. Then the other associates of Dhenukasura, they were so angry, and they all came running one after another, and one after another Krishna and Balaram, they grabbed them by their hind legs and swung them around and threw them into the treetops. And they demolished all the trees in the forest by killing the demons and throwing them into the trees and knocking all the trees down like this. When the boys saw this, they were all clapping, and they were so happy to see this fun. So, but then, when all the demons were lying dead here and there, all the trees were smashed, there was so much blood everywhere, then the boys said, oh, we cannot eat these fruits now because they're all contaminated. So they did not take anything. So, in this pastime, there are some very deep meanings. What is the teaching that our acharyas have shown us from this pastime? So, Dhenukasura, he is an ass demon. The ass has many peculiar characteristics. He is a symbol of ignorance. Why? There are many reasons. First of all, the ass, it is seen that in the summer season, at that time, there's so much heat, and all the ground becomes dry, and all the grass dies. And at that time, the ass, he's eating grass, a little bit here and there, and moving so quickly because there's only a little grass here and there. And after eating for some time, he looks around himself and he sees all the grass is gone. And he has come such a long way. So he's thinking, oh, today I've eaten so much because all the grass is gone. I have eaten all of the grass. And feeling in this way, his belly feels very full and he becomes fat, thinking, I have eaten all the grass. And then, in the rainy season, when the rainy season comes, there's grass everywhere. And he's eating and eating some more and gradually moving. And after so many hours, he looks behind and sees, oh, I have only come a short way, and still there's grass everywhere. I have not eaten anything. Actually, he's eaten so much more than in the summer season. But he sees the grass everywhere and thinks, oh, I have not eaten anything. And he becomes, thinking in this way, he becomes very thin and skinny. So he's like the materialist in this world. By nature, the grass is growing, and by nature the grass is disappearing. But Denakasura is thinking, I am doing everything. Prakrite kriyamanani gunani karmani sarvashaha ahankara vimudatma kartam iti manyate. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that all activities in this world are performed by nature. But the conditioned soul, being covered by the ignorance of ahankara, false ego, he thinks, I am doing everything. And when anything is achieved in his life, if he does something, then he becomes so satisfied by his karma. Actually, he has done nothing, and his karma is like nothing. But he thinks, I have done so many things, and he becomes very happy with that, just like the donkey. So, the donkey is the symbol of ignorance. Yes. Also, we see in India, the donkey is used as a beast of burden. And he's carrying upon his back very, very heavy load. The load is so heavy, his small legs are shaking, shaking, shaking. Yet, even though he's carrying so much, he never has the opportunity to enjoy any of those things. For the dhobi, for the washerman, he'll carry so many clothes, but he never wears those clothes himself. He may be carrying so many sweets and sugar, but he never gets to taste that. So similarly, an ignorant person, they work so hard, but they never get any pleasure. Or another example is that a person, he may be doing so much sadhana and bhajan, but if he is not under shelter of bona fide guru, then he cannot taste any ras. He cannot have any realization from his sadhana and bhajan. So, also, the donkey has a peculiar quality that he's always chasing after the she-donkey. And the she-donkey has another peculiar quality that when she's chased by the male donkey, then she always kicks him in the face. So those who like donkeys in this world, they're always running after the opposite sex. And even though they get kicked in the face repeatedly, they never give up chasing. They never lose their enthusiasm. So in this way, they are exactly like donkeys. There is another very clear example of the mentality of the donkey that can be conveyed in a story. Once upon a time, there was a man who earned his livelihood by taking pilgrims up the Himalayan mountains to have darshan of Kedarnath. So he had some donkeys, and pilgrims would come, and he would put all of their possessions on the donkeys, and they would walk up the mountains, and it would take a few days, so they would stop at any dharmashala or rest house, and then in the morning they would carry on their journey. So one day they set out, and in the evening time they came to a rest house, and the pilgrims, they went to take rest. But then the owner of the donkeys, he noticed something, he'd made a mistake. What was that? Every night he would tie the donkeys by the legs so that they would not walk away during the night. And then in the morning they would come and the donkeys would still be there and they could carry on their journey. But on this day, he left the ropes right down at the bottom of the mountain. And he thought, oh, what will I do now? My donkeys, they may go away in the night. So he was lamenting bitterly. What to do, what to do? But then he saw one sadhu who was also on pilgrimage there. So he thought, oh, sadhus are so kind and merciful, perhaps he can give me some good advice. So he went to the sadhu and said, oh, Mahatmaji, please can you help me? I'm in a very tricky situation. I have left the ropes to tie my donkeys at the bottom of the mountain. So then the sadhu said, this is not the problem. All you do, you just bring your donkeys as you do every day, close to any tree, and then you take the leg of the donkey and you lifting the leg of the donkey, then with one hand you go like this around the leg of the donkey, and then leave like that. And then you do this with all of the donkeys, and you will see that you will not have any problem. So then the person who owned the donkeys, he was very inspired by the sadhu, so he went away and he came to his donkeys and went like this way with his arm around their legs, and then he went and took rest. And in the morning, just as the sadhu had predicted, all the donkeys were still there. So he was overjoyed. Oh, he'd given me such good advice. So then the pilgrims came out and they loaded all the luggage on the donkeys, and he said, "Ciao, ciao, go, let's go." But the donkeys wouldn't move. And he was pushing them and slapping them and hitting them, but they wouldn't move. What to do? Now I have another problem. So he thought, I'll go back to that sadhu. He's very intelligent. So then he went back to the sadhu and he said, "Oh sadhu, please help me. This morning my donkeys won't move." The sadhu said, "Oh, you don't know why?" He said, No, can you tell me?" "Yes, you should go to your donkeys and then take your hand and go this way." Around the donkeys. Not the opposite way to the way that you did yesterday. You go with your hands like this, the other way around the donkey's legs. And then you say "Chalo," and they will go. He said, "Oh, okay." So then he went there, and he went like this around the donkey's legs, and "Chalo," and the donkeys, they all went. So what is the purport of this story? The donkeys, they are so ignorant. Actually, they were not bound. Only by their mind they were bound.